We covered these topics. So other topic we covered what and why react, right? Next, installation, installation and run installation. Third, folder structure. Fourth, components, functional and class. Fifth, props. Sixth, state. I covered these topics, right? So till now I covered these topics. So today I will tell some new small topics like one is conditional rendering. Keys, okay, and also handling input data, input text box data. So today I will cover these three topics. Okay, let's go to the conditional rendering. What is the conditional rendering? Okay, yesterday I explained what is the state and what is how to write the state in the class and functional components, right? So in today class, so first I will tell me what is the conditional rendering. So conditional rendering means condition. Ase parok rondeva. So conditional rendering means we are rendering a particular component or particular view based on some condition. If you're rendering some some DOM element, some HTML element, or some component view. So if you are running some part of the component view, or you are rendering some component based on the some condition, it is called the conditional rendering. So you are rendering some component view or some component uh, based on some condition. This is called the conditional. On the condition based చేసుకొని మీరు ఒక HTML ఎలిమెంట్ కానీ లేదా ఒక కాంపోనెంట్ కానీ రెండర్ చేస్తే దాన్ని కండిషనల్ రెండరింగ్ అంటారు. ఓకే, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, సో మనకి ఇక్కడ హెడర్ కాంపోనెంట్ ఉంది, ఫోటో కాంపోనెంట్ ఉంది. ఓకే, రైట్. నెక్స్ట్ అయితే హెడర్ కాంపోనెంట్ ఒకటే ఉంది అండ్ header component ఒకటి ఉంది. సో if run చేస్తే నాకు, so if I run, I will show the only header component which I called in the app component. So in the app component I call the header component, right? So now I have a button. Okay, let's think I have a button. Show header. So now my requirement is I have a button, show header. If I click the show head, then only this header component need to render. So header here, so when we click the button, then only I need to show this header component. Until unless I don't see this header component. And the button click చేసినప్పుడే ఈ header component కనబడాలి. So then how we will do that once? So then we need to render this header component based on some condition. ఓకే, ఒక కండిషన్ బేస్ చేసుకొని మేము హెడర్ కాంపోనెంట్ అని చేద్దాం అనుకోండి, దాన్నే కండిషన్ అనేది అంటారు. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, I have let's write a state like, let's write, state, how to write the state with one click comment. Let's write the state like header, need header. I write one state variable need header. Okay, by default I create the state. Now I create the user state using the use state. I create the state using use state and I give the default value false. So I create one state. That means I create one local data for the component, local variable, and the default value is false. So if anyone here the yesterday class, you can understand what is the state. So now I want to show this header component based on this property. So దీన్ని ఇప్పుడు ఒక స్టేట్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకున్నా, ఒక స్టేట్ వాల్యూ నీ హెడర్ ని దీన్ని బేస్ చేసుకొని నీ హెడర్ ఎంటర్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నా. అంటే ఇది ట్రూ అయినప్పుడే నాకు ఈ హెడర్ కాంపోనెంట్ ఎంటర్ అవ్వాలి అనుకోండి. అది అప్పుడు ఎలా రాయాలంటే, మనం ఇప్పుడు కండిషన్ రాస్తున్నాం కాబట్టి దీన్ని కల్ బ్రాక్స్ మధ్యలో పెడుతున్నాను, జావా స్క్రిప్ట్ రాస్తున్నాం కాబట్టి. ఇప్పుడు నాకు ఇది ఎప్పుడన్నా వారి ఈ నీడ్ హెడర్ ట్రూ అయినప్పుడే, అంటే నీడ్ హెడర్, ఇఫ్ నీడ్ హెడర్ ఉన్నప్పుడే డబ్ల్యూని ఇలా పెట్టాలి. ఇలా పెడితే ఇది అర్థం ఏంటంటే that this means if need header is true, then only this header component will load, render. So if need header value, state value is true, then only I need to render the header component. This is how we write the conditional rendering. So here we are rendering the header component based on the condition need header becomes the true. So this is how we write the conditional rendering. So now the component, so once when we are run the application, the need header value is the true or false. Now it's true or false? It is the false. That means we don't need to show the header component. Okay, no need header ఒక ప్రాపర్టీ తీసుకున్నాను, ఒక స్టేట్ తీసుకున్నాను, ఆ స్టేట్ యొక్క డిఫాల్ట్ వాల్యూ ఫాల్స్. ఓకే, పక్కన పెడదాం. నాకు హెడర్ కాంపోనెంట్ అనేది నీడ్ హెడర్ ట్రూ అయినప్పుడే చూపించాలి అంటున్నాం. నీడ్ హెడర్ అనే స్టేట్ వేల్ ట్రూ అయినప్పుడు ఎంత చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాం. దీన్నే కండిషన్ రెండరింగ్ అంటారు. సో ఇప్పుడు హెడర్ కాంపోనెంట్ లోడ్ అయిద్దా అవదా? నౌ if I run the application, header component will render or not? Now if I run the application, is header component will render or not? Answer. Not. Why? Because
its value is false, right? Need
header is
helper.
false. It's false. So the condition is not satisfied. That's why the header component is not rendered. Let's see. So see, the header component is not rendered because the state value by default state false. Now I want to show this header component when I click the button. So then what I need to do when I click the button, I need to make the state value as true, right? So for that one, I write the on click and JavaScript. So write a function, okay, like show header, write a header function, show header. What I need to do is when I click the button, I need to show this header. That means I need to make this state value as state. So if I write, so now I want to make this state value as true, and then if I need header true చేయాలి. So if I write like this, and I'm calling this function here. So now if I click the button, I'm calling this function. In this function, I'm making this state value true. So tell me now, when click the button, header component render or not? Answer anyone? Answer everyone. So now if I click the button, so what I did, if I click the button, I write the function. In that function, I'm making the state value as true. So now the header component rendered or not? There is any wrong in this code?
It's a render.
Render? There is any wrong in the code?
The state, I think it will be not state, so it will not render.
Answer everyone. Hema is rendering or not?
No.
Why? Hello?
You have to create
Yeah. Create.
set this.
Okay. Okay. Bhargavi Garu. What about Bar? Bhargavi, it will render or not? If you click the button now, it will render or not? Bhargavi. If you click the button now, the header component will render or not?
Render.
It will render. Okay, let's see. There is any wrong in this code? Let's just cross check if there is any wrong in this code. Let's see. I run the application. Okay, I click the header. See, the header component is not rendered. correct. It's not rendering because there is something in the wrong in our code. The wrong is when I click the function, okay, I'm making the directly changing state value as true. So in the yesterday class I told we cannot change the state value directly. If you want to change the state value, we need to use the set function. So here we need to give some second argument, set function, like set need header. So by through this set function only, we need to change the state value. So we cannot change the state value directly. So if you want to change the state value, we need to use this function. So for this function, what you are passing, that value is taking. Okay. So if you pass the true, that means if you pass the true for this function, this state value becomes the true. Now let me check. It's rendering, right? So previously, what did we write the function? We click the button. We call this function, but in this function we are trying to change the state value directly, but it is the wrong. That's why it's not rendering. We cannot change the state value directly. If you want the state value, we need to call the set function. So now it will render. So now based on the state value, this condition when the state becomes true, then only this component is loading. This is called the conditional rendering. Okay. So here we not only we need to render the components, but also, for example, I have other element. Okay. For example, I have the is say hi, hello, how are you? Okay. Now I have a so here I have hello. So while running, I have the hello, how are you? So not only we are conditional just not only we rendering the component. I'm rendering this div also. I want to render this div only based on some condition. So that's also we write same thing like this. Okay, conditional rendering means rendering some component or some element based on some condition is called the condition. Now this div element and also this component will render based on the condition if the need head if the state value need header becomes the true. Right? So this is called the conditional rendering. Okay. So this is the topic conditional rendering. Now keys. Okay. Let's take let's go to the header component. Okay. I go in the header component. Okay. I'm removing all those things. So I don't have any props also. Okay, remove props. So in the app component, I'm not calling any props here. Okay. Okay, remove the conditional rendering also. Conditional rendering. I remove the condition. I don't need for testing. Okay. Okay. Now, what are the keys? What are the keys in React? I will explain. Okay. Let's take. I have a component. Here I have the components. So in this component, I want to show the some users list. Like, so for that, what I will do is I will write like gosh. Rajesh. Okay, something. So I have the 4 users. So I'm showing them that this 4 list users in the header component. Okay, but this users list is static value, the static list. I want to this list from the state from my local state value. So for that one, what I will do is I will create the one state like constant users. Okay, okay. I call on the use state. In the use state, what you will do? I need to take this 4 users as an array. I need to take these 4 users and I take as an array. So what is the new state function? I give you an array. I give the Prakash, Rakesh. Ashok. Okay. So I have one state, user state. It holds one array list of the users. So ఇక్కడ నాకు యూజర్స్ అని ఒక స్టేట్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకున్నా. సో ఇక్కడ మనం ఒక యారే ఇచ్చుకున్నాం, ఒక గుర్తుంచుకోండి. సో ఇన్ ద యూజ్ స్టేట్ వి కెనాట్ గివ్ నాట్ ఓన్లీ స్ట్రింగ్ వాల్యూ, నాట్ ఓన్లీ బూలియన్, నాట్ ఓన్లీ ట్రూ ఆర్ ఫాల్స్ వాల్యూ. So we can give anything, whatever type we are giving, the type called the state value. So if you give the string here, what is the type of the type of state? That is a string. If you give the true means, what is the type of this user state value? Boolean. If you give the array, what is type of the state value? That is the array. So now the data type of this user state is array. Now you just hold some this array information. Now I want to show the list from this array. Now I want to show the list from this array. So ఏం చేస్తున్నా, నాకు యూజర్స్ లిస్ట్ ఉంది, ఈ యూజర్స్ యారే ఉంది, ఆ యారే నుంచి నేను లిస్ట్ ప్రిపేర్ చేయాలి. సో మనం ఏం చేస్తున్నాం, డైనమిక్ డేటాని రెండర్ చేస్తున్నాం. సో నేను ఏం చేస్తున్నా అంటే JavaScript process. Now I am writing the JavaScript, so I write the curly brackets. Now I am using the map function. Everyone know the map function. I think everyone know the map function, right? What is the map function will do? The map function of in the JavaScript is apply something and every element of the array. అంటే మనం ఈ దీంట్లో నుంచి ప్రతిసారి ఒక్కొక్క ఎలిమెంట్ తీసుకొని రిటర్న్ చేయాలంటే we need to use the map function. So if you want to take each array from the each element from the array, we need to use the map. So for every time we will get the one user, right? Now I got the one item. అంటే నేను ఈ యూజర్స్ arrayని loop చేస్తున్నా. I am looping this users array. For that one I use the map array function. Every time I am getting the item. So we need to write like this. This is the syntax for the writing the map function. Users.map. In the map function, I write the array function. Okay, every time I'm taking the array. So every time in the array, I got a username. So first time I get the Prakash, second time Rakesh, third time Ashok, fourth time Ashok, four now. So we need to write the list item, right? Again, we write the JavaScript here. Item is the JavaScript, right? So wherever we write the JavaScript, the curly brackets. Here we write the return statement. This is the syntax. So every time I am iterating the users array. So the users array loop run చేస్తాను, ప్రతిసారి ఒక్కొక్క ఐటమ్ తీసుకొని దాన్ని రిటర్న్ చేస్తున్నా. ఎలా, దాన్ని ఒక లిస్ట్ లో పెట్టి రిటర్న్ చేస్తున్నా. ఓకే, సో అప్పుడు నాకు లిస్ట్ వచ్చింది, right? So this data is coming from the dynamic data. From state value, we are taking the state data. I am iterating this items. I am showing this is most important. So what happens? We get the API response. They give the API response. So after getting the API response, we need to show in the table format, or we should need to show in the grid format, or we need to show in the list format. This is the way. Okay, if you want to restore, this is the way. So every time, so we need to iterate we need to loop the array. We need to take the one item every time. So మనకి ఏపీ రెస్పాన్స్ ఇస్తారు, ఇలా array ఫార్మేట్ లోనో లేదో array of objects ఫార్మేట్ లో ఇస్తారు. దాన్ని తీసుకొని లిస్ట్ లో కానీ లేదా గ్రిడ్ ఫార్మేట్ లో కానీ టేబుల్ ఫార్మేట్ లో చెప్పమంటారు. అప్పుడు మీరు ఈ విధంగా చూపించారు. ఓకే, నౌ key means here we have the one word keys in the React. Key means if you iterating anything, if you want to identify each item, if you want to identification for each item, then we use the key. Ante, so then we use the key here. That means if you want to give some identification for every item, then we use the key in the React. So every item gets some identification, unique identification. So for this key value, we give some number. So here we give the index. Use this index. So key means, what is the key in the React? Key means it gives some unique identification for every item in the iteration. in the React, if you're iterating anything, for every, if you want to every anything in some identification, then we use the key. అంటే మీరు ఏమైనా లూప్ రన్ చేసినప్పుడు ప్రతి దానికి ఒక ఐడెంటిఫికేషన్ కావాలి, ఒక యూనిక్ ఐడెంటిఫికేషన్ కావాలన్నప్పుడు కీ అనేది వాడతాం. ఆ కీ అనేది దానికి ఇచ్చితే ఒక సపరేట్ నెంబర్ చేయాలి, దాన్ని బేస్ చేసుకుని అది లిటరేట్ అవుతా ఉంది. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద కీ అంటే మనం ఆన్సర్ చెప్పాలి. కీ మీన్స్ ఇట్ గివ్స్ సమ్ ఐడెంటిఫికేషన్, యూనిక్ ఐడెంటిఫికేషన్ ఈచ్ ఐటమ్ ఇన్ ద loop. Okay, based on that we can update or we can create, we can modify these items. So each item got some identification based on the key value. This is the keys in the React. So if people understand how to show the array of items in the list format, table format, and how to give the key value, if people understand, right?
Yes.
Everyone clear?
Yes.
అందరికి
Yeah,
అర్థమైందా?
clear.
ఏం డౌట్స్ ఉంటే ఇప్పుడే చెప్పండి. So this is the four. Okay, this is the, so today I call the topics conditional rendering and keys. Okay, now I giving some task. Okay, task, what is the task today? Okay, you complete, if people complete this task, I have you just list of products. Show me those list of products in table format. Okay, and show the table only when okay, this is the task. I want this task. Okay, I have the some list some products data in the array JSON format. Okay, array of objects format. I want to just show this data in the table. Okay, the table also you need to show when you click the button. Okay, this is the task. If people understand the task, right? Task
Yeah.
now. Please complete this task by end of the day. Okay, that's it for today class. So every clear about task, right? I have the array of objects. Okay, I want to show this data in the table format. Okay, and the table also I want to show when you click the button. Okay, task అర్థమైంది కదా? Okay,
Okay.
that's it for today class.